Hi friend, David here from Learn Christmas Lighting, and in this video we're talking about lines and Coro, corrugated plastic, and talking about these props, where we get them, why we should use them, and how they can make a really cool impact on your Christmas light show this year. Now, as we talked about in the last video, props are essential in a pixel light show because they tell our pixels where they are, and then we can tell the computer where those pixels are, rather. Okay? And that's the biggest thing, is like knowing exactly where each pixel is makes it so that when we play video and other effects across it, they look really good and not just like chaos. Okay? And so we talk about props and we say, okay, where do you get these things? How do you make them? Etc., etc., etc. So I just want to go over some options that people use to make props like these, okay? Number one is if you've got a strip type prop like these are the original Boscoyo Studios strip. I'm a big fan of supporting the people that invent things, and Boscoyo Studios is the inventor of these strips. These are great for making straight lines because they've got a hole every inch, so you can choose exactly how many inches apart you want each light to be. I've got an article on pixel pitch for Christmas lights here, by the way. You can go check that out. And so you decide exactly where you want each pixel to be. You can cut these to length yourself. They're great. And they're cheap, too. They're really cheap. We'll link to one below from Boscoyo. Okay, so I really recommend using those for house outlines, etc. And there's also the chroma trim, which I mentioned, where you get these guys, you mount them on a piece of conduit, and they work on the horizontal really well. Okay, that's another great option as well. And again, those are really inexpensive. Now, some people prefer to do the DIY approach, and that's fine too. And you can actually take PVC pipe and drill it with a step bit or with a specific size bit, and then push your pixels through it as well. To be honest, you know, for the price that these strips are and putting them on a piece of conduit, like, I think my time's more valuable than that. You know, and so I'm not a big fan of that. Plus, I don't have a drill press, so I'd have to get a drill press, have somewhere to set it up, you know, drill all the holes. You get the idea. Today, if we're doing line props, gosh, go into somebody like Boscoyo, like Gilbert Engineering. There are other people making stuff, and it's hard to argue with. Now let's talk about shaped props, okay? Like I've got my snowflake here, right? My example here from my house that I use all the time. And shaped props like this are awesome because not only do they give you some holiday cheer when you look at them during the day or anytime, but they allow you to make animations, you know, that go up and down, sure, just like a line prop, but also, you know, things that go round and all kinds of cool stuff. And so there's a few ways that you can make or have a shape prop, okay? Number one is this stuff, corrugated plastic, also known as Coro in the biz. Boscoyo Studios, again, big name there. There's also Gilbert Engineering. We'll link to both of them below. Great options of people that cut this stuff. And what you get is, you know, a pretty nice piece of corrugated plastic, pretty sturdy. You got to be careful with it, especially once it's loaded up with pixels. But you just punch your pixels through the back, boom, you're done. I've got a video on that as well. But the cool thing about these is, you know, they've already built the model into X-Lights that you can download through the web interface on X-Lights to get these built in. Okay. Can you build your own outline or Coro type, you know, shape props? Sure, you can. You absolutely can. People, you know, get wood and they drill it, or they get Coro themselves, find a sign shop or somebody with a CNC, they get it made. You can totally do that, and that's fine. You know, if you're new to this, I probably recommend, unless you have time to build your own props, you know, go buy the pre-built stuff. It's pretty inexpensive, and then you not only save yourself the time of making it, but you save yourself the time of building it as a custom model in X-Lights because they've already done that for you. So that's the scoop on line and outline props as well as these awesome shape props. Hope you like it. If you did like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe here, because we talk about Christmas lighting all year long and how you can make it great. And while you're here, head over to learnchristmaslighting.com. I've got a free guide I want to get into your hands that's all about the things that I wish I knew when I started with this. Things that I wasted money, wasted time, and got frustrated about. You can learn about those and how not to run into those same problems yourself. We'll see you in our next video. Thanks.